the Dam Burst with Jimi Hendrix, um, when he got his guitar to sound like, you know, an Eric Clapton. I remember I had a guitar teacher that told me that he thought Clapton sounded like a violin and that I should pursue that, you
Mhm.
know. Uh, and Yeah, that kind of turned me on, got me thinking about that. And eventually I wound up, trying to play like a guitar player. Like my one of my big influences on violin is the guitarist Alan Holdsworth. You
Mhm.
hit him. So this is the guitar feedback sound,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right?
Right,
And I
right.
can do that acoustically. But what Joe's talking about, you do that with some nice effects, with distortion, chorus, reverb, and delay, and it's just monstrous, wonderful
Yeah.
sound. Um, uh, mm, I, I'm waiting for a violinist to come along and be able to comp in double stops in a way that sounds more like a guitar player, just using two note or three note voicings.
Yeah.
So you're playing in the upper structures and not just playing thirds and sevenths, that sort of thing. I think that's possible. I've messed around with that. I'm working on that. I'm hired as the bass player on a session, and the moment another bass player walks in the door, I get them to sit in, and then I whip out the violin,
Yeah.
and that and some people liked it, some people didn't. Eventually, more and more people liked it. Um, I really did have to take on the responsibility of creating my own gigs because at that time in that place there wasn't much sideman work
Yeah.
uh, for a jazz violinist. That's changed, by the way, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I had kind of in discovering John Coltrane and people like that. Um, I I felt that I had aspirations to a different kind of virtuosity than what I
Mhm.
was being taught in the standard classical program. My teacher had been I think he graduated from Juilliard, very skilled violinist and a good teacher. Also played great piano. His name was Lawrence Mabes, and he, and it was great working with him. But I was not that interested in playing classical music, to be truthful, and I just dove in headfirst to the world of improvisation, eventually focusing pretty single-mindedly on jazz. Um, Everybody knows that there are violinists out here now that can hang, you know, that uh, can negotiate chord changes, that know tunes, that can function like a horn in a jazz ensemble. And that was, that's just in the last 20 years that's come about.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful thing. So, if you just try and keep your foot in as many doors as you can,